This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide. And a hearty shalom and salutation to the believers out there who's believing on the words of Yahweh shall shine truth and sincerity. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Woe means destruction. And that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So the Draconian laws have hit here in the state of Alabama, specifically Birmingham, Alabama. All right, which is commonly known as Birmingham, Alabama. This is where the KKK, made their stand. All right, and bombing several churches. Some that you know about, some that you don't. All right, this article was in AL.com, April 28th, 2020, year of prophecy. Birmingham makes it law. Masks required in public. So now if you're in the city of Birmingham, you are now required to have on these masks. All right. And it was just a matter of time before these draconian laws were passed here. Right. It says masks or face coverings are required in all public places in Birmingham effective May 1st. The Birmingham City Council on Tuesday morning approved the ordinance requiring face coverings for all 2 and older, right? So that should, spark some right there. It says it was required for all 2 and older. All right. Scriptures say that what he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, right? So that should spark some. That's another draconian law, another unrighteous decree that Esau is gonna shortly come down with. The mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. All right, going on in the initial vote, the ordinance was unanimously approved. However, later in the meeting, after an executive session, District 2 Councilor Hunter Williams changed his vote to no, right? But it had already been decreed. The initial vote passed. The vote no because, I voted no because I thought it was a government overstep to have such a hefty fine, especially dealing with parents of small children. So even if your children don't have it, we're going to go and see what this fine is, right? It says Williams said in an email to AL.com, says the ordinance defines a mask as a device to cover the nose and mouth of a person to impede the spread of saliva or other fluids during speaking, coughing, sneezing, or other intentional or involuntary action. It doesn't require the mask to be medical grade, just that they cover the wearer's mouth and nose and mouth. Says the mask must be worn in all public places, which the ordinance defines as anywhere outside the person's vehicle or home. Anywhere outside your vehicle or home, right? You're not required to wear the mask when exercising outdoors, but a mask is required if you're encountering or interacting with groups or of other people in a park or in public place. Hey man, what do me and the Lord usually go out and teach, right? In a park or in a public place, right? Matter of fact, let's get a precept right quick. Let's go to Proverbs. All right. And these things are meant to try and hinder the word. So you how about shot. All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gate. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Yeah, man. All right. So we're opening up in the middle of the chief place of concourse, which are usually parks in the middle of a downtown area. All right. Going on in this article, it says, while children 2 and older are required to wear a mask, the ordinance recognizes a mask can cause a choking hazard for young children. The ordinance suggests parents and guardians use a stroller with a covering so children can breathe freely. It suggests keeping children who don't want to wear a mask at home. You can't even take your child out with you, man. All right? Business owners will also be required to make employees wear masks while at work. However, the ordinance says this shall not be interpreted as requiring businesses to provide face coverings or masks to employees. Failure to comply with this ordinance is punishable by a fine up to $500 or up to 30 days in the municipal jail. Woodfin, the mayor of Birmingham, this guy Woodfin, he's a bundle of sticks. And, he's married to an Edomite. All right. That's all you need to know about that. Woodfin says a violation of the ordinance should be treated like a curfew violation, another unrighteous decree. Violators will be allowed to either pay a fine or appear in court, right? It says Woodfin has not extended the city's shelter-in-place order. It is set to expire on April 30th, yeah. All right. And, Lord willing, I'll leave this article in the description box. All right. But hey, man, it's more of the wickedness of Esau. All right. Matter of fact, before we get a scripture, I want to share some information. All right. So this is a screenshot that I took specifically of the things in Jefferson County. All right, Jefferson County, Birmingham is located right in the middle of Jefferson County. Now, you wonder why all of a sudden you want to have masks. What is the reason for the mask? There's been so few deaths, and so few cases that why would you decree something for masks, right? And you didn't have it this whole time. This is new cases in Alabama, right? It says new cases are confirmed cases reported since the previous day. All right. Totals in Jefferson County is 828 with only 33 deaths. It says in the state of Alabama, totals are 6,499 confirmed with 222 deaths. All right, so why, in Jefferson County, you only have 33 deaths, but you want to now require people to have face masks, all right? It's just more of Esau's draconian laws, trying to control the narrative, trying to create more panic and more fear, all right, to bring forth their agenda. This is Psalm chapter 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? which frame of mischief by law? They gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemned the innocent blood. Right? So, who are we to have any association with those who frame mischief by law? All right? You know, it's just more reason to understand we need a Savior, man. All right? Verse 22. But the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. All right? And that's why we're going to need him, man. Because there's going to be more and more unrighteous decrees placed. Namely, it's that RFID microchip that's going to be required. All right? If you don't take it, they're going to put you to death. All right? Verse 23. And he shall bring upon them in their iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Lord Yahweh shall shine, our power shall cut them off. Yeah, man. All right, they want to continue with these unrighteous decrees. Yahweh shall shine is going to take them in their own devices. All right, this is Psalms chapter 50. Psalms chapter 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, when thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Yeah, that tongue frames this deceit, man. All right, passing child support, which is something done under the color of law. It's not even enacted law, man. All right, this is another unrighteous decree by Esau. All right, and he continuously oppresses the poor with these different draconian laws. All right, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. And that's what our evil twin Esau, Edom, the Idumeans do, man. They slander us. They're the accuser of the brothers day and night. All right? These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Yeah. And that's what Yahweh Shai is doing. He's setting us in order before their eyes, and he also reproving them through the men of the Lord. All right, start with our apostles to her on down. All right, our apostles and elders who's been out there 35 plus years, 30 plus years, 20 plus years, 15, 10, all right, who's been laboring in this labor to have the words of Yahweh Shai declared throughout all the earth. All right, verse 22. Now consider this, that ye forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Yeah, man. All right. And they have forgotten Yahweh Shai. All right. You know, he was never in their thoughts in the first place, but hey, he's going to be justified in destroying them. All right. Let's go to Job. Job 5. Let's see. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. You know what? Let's start at verse 8. I would seek unto the Most High, and unto the Most High would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low. Yeah, who are the ones that are low? Well, it's the Israelites, man. All right, scriptures tell you how King Solomon, who was Yahweh Shai, seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants, right? To set, and I'm paraphrasing, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn shall be exalted to safety. Yeah, man, we need a savior. All right. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. All right. And that's what's going to be awaiting Esau, man. With these different draconian laws, you think he's going to be able to implement in these last days to crown his new world order of success. That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide, and a heart of shalom, and salutations to the believers out there who's believing on the words of Yahweh Bashar Shai in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, coming to you with another lesson. Till the next time I say shalom.